This first story comes to us from Pathios, from the Friendly Atheist, and he talks about a former student at BYU-Idaho. You might remember a couple of weeks ago we talked about a professor at BYU-Idaho in Rexburg, Idaho, that received an email from the school asking her to fill out a short survey about why she discontinued her studies there. She didn't fill out the survey because she couldn't. Instead, she sent them back this short message. Your survey didn't let me log in. I didn't return to BYU because I was raped by a student, and the honor office and Dean Harris held me accountable and suspended me for it. Do not email me again. Thank you. And so nobody can really confirm these details. The person who posted the email on the ex-Mormon subreddit told, let's see, Hammett here that last night the police didn't have enough evidence to pursue a case, which led to the school's student honor office to assume she had consensual sex. So if they don't have enough evidence of it in the police department, they can't bring charges about it. Instead of just believing the victim, they're going to just go ahead and go with, yeah, you had consensual sex. So she got suspended for that.
Well, I mean, honestly, that's the only two options for BYU, right? Because
it's black and white there, yeah.
Yeah, because they have their honor code, which is absolute bullshit. And honor code. So this is what I keep talking about. You cannot have a purity doctrine and believe the victims and say that rape doesn't count. Like, you can't have these things because so often rape can't be pursued as a charge because it's so complicated. And most of the time, vaginas don't show any, let's say, injuries. Because, funny thing, they're just like, oh, let's lube that up. To be graphic. But seriously, like, we need to say these things.
Yeah. And the interesting thing enough is that when she got back from leaving the school, her church was requiring her to go through a repentance process. So her bishop wanted her to go through it.
Oh,
so
my God.
Good thing for her is that she decided it was time to leave the Mormon church for good. So good on you, lady out there. We don't know who you are, but man, we are happy that you are away from that abusive as fuck church.
Agreed.
Yes.
And it says that, here's a good quote from somebody about this. It says, rapists are innocent until proven guilty. Sluts are guilty until proven innocent. And that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, I would agree with that if ever one had been proven innocent.
And then it says here,
but I mean, no, really, they just don't. There's no effort whatsoever because that sticks with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're always a slut.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
And you know, of course,
I've been a slut since I was 12 years old. Before I even been kissed by a boy.
I'm sure there are people out there that saying that maybe it was depending on what she. You could just tell from a small town like BYU, Idaho, where it's in Rexburg, where they're like, well, maybe she was dressed inappropriately. Maybe she was leading him on.
Her shoulders. She was showing her shoulders.
Maybe she was drinking. No, that probably wouldn't be happening. They would be the college favorite when I used to visit friends at BYU. Yes, I had friends there at one time. Was they would get hopped up on fucking either like the Tussin or they would drink NyQuil. Back when it still had alcohol in it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That dates me a bit. But yeah, and that used to be the thing. And the poop hole loophole was still in good effect down there before Garfunkel and Oates made a great song about it.
I'm sure it still is.
No, it's soaking. Soaking is the thing now.
I never got that one.
Soaking is the thing.
Yeah, so I was actually having sex as a teenager. Not to brag.
I was going to say, shut up, Felicia.
So I never got like the...
I had beer before pussy.
Oh, I had wine before dick. That's true. So
I'm not talking like communion wine or anything like that.
I had wine the first time when I was 8 because I was Catholic.
No, so. I'm just trying to say I was old enough to walk into the store and be like, 1 beer, please.
Oh. Yeah, I had years on dick before.
My dick game's strong.
Years.
Wait, sorry. Years. This is going into bad conversation.
I had 6 years. I had 6 years before. Yeah, Okay, actually, no, it's more like 5 because I was almost 16.
So for the first year, you get the dick, and then for every year after, you get a little spurt that comes out of it, like as a medal. You know, like the Starfleet medals, the little Starfleet medals that are around your neck. You have a little cock, and then a couple of spurts, and be like, "Oh, hello, Captain." Yeah. When you first start out, it's a choker, and then
you fill it in every time you finish too. Otherwise,
exactly.
It's just an outline.
So yeah, I'm sorry that this happened to this lady. I really am.
Wow, yeah,
we turned to this. Oh,
we did that
no,
thing again, where we talked about things we'd rather talk about.
But it's just funny that it's not funny. It's just like this escalated very quickly. It's like I didn't return your survey because it didn't let me log in, and I didn't come back because I was raped. It's like, whoa, wait a minute, what happened?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to take in.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, I did that unintentional. I feel really bad for that one.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. We don't believe in hell, so we're not going there anyway. So, and she'll probably never hear this, and maybe if she did, she'd get a chuckle out of it. So, one can hope.